NBA legends racked up over $40 million in cars. But haven't you ever wondered how their collection started? See, LaMelo Ball got his first car before he even had his license. Dude really went viral for pulling up to his 16th birthday party in a Lamborghini. Now, starting your car collection off with an all-black Lambo, things can't get crazier than that, right? Well, ever since, LaMelo's car collection only went up. On the biggest day of his life, the NBA draft, his dad LeVar copped him a $330,000 present, an all-white Rolls-Royce Cullinan. But within a few months of having it, LaMelo was already bored. He had the car completely transformed with a wide-body kit, custom rims, and once he went black, I thought there was no going back. But Melo actually fell so in love, he became addicted to car customization. A few months later, Melo copped a Lamborghini Urus where he completely customized it twice. At first, he copped it in all black and flexed on the gram. Once cameras caught him doing the dash, Melo pulled a GTA move, hit up Los Santos Customs, and switched it up. But as proud as the creators were, LaMelo wasn't really feeling it, so he kept things a secret till a few months later. At the first game of LaMelo's second NBA season, the man showed up dressed like a highlighter, so of course dude was gonna get clowned, until everyone realized what the fit matched. After pulling off 31 points, LaMelo took to the gram and let his haters know, yeah, team talk. Dude didn't just have on a $20,000 diamond chain and $1 million richer mill. His suit literally matched the Lambo he pulled up in. But listen, man, we're talking about LaMelo Ball. That ain't even the craziest of his cars. Literally just a few weeks after going viral with the Lambo, he pulled up to yet another NBA game, matching fits with his whips. This time, an all-red custom, $300,000 Ferrari F8 Tributo. And at least he let the world know he was thankful. So I thought there was no possible way he could have any other cars. Until I opened up dude's Instagram and saw that he pimped out his all-white G-Wagon with a cotton candy paint job. LaMelo's literally only been a trending topic for a couple years, and his car collection's already worth over $1 million. But at least LaMelo's cars didn't cause a worldwide controversy like LeBron's did. Growing up, not only did LeBron dream of making the NBA, he fantasized about pulling up in cars straight out of Need for Speed. But there was a big problem. His family had little to no money coming in, so making it out the hood ballin' and pulling up in any car seemed impossible. Until high school, LeBron started making waves and became a worldwide phenomenon. So being just a step away from making the NBA, LeBron's mom hit up the bank to help him achieve his other goal. After taking out a $50,000 loan for his 18th birthday, she copped him his first car. But that surprise became a bigger headline than his highlights.
Well, now the Ohio High School Athletic Association has some questions about where the young man got enough money to buy a $50,000 Hummer.
Now, I get it. Being a teenager, riding around with speakers loud enough to wake up an entire neighborhood, spinners shining, this Hummer looked like it came straight out of a music video. But see, LeBron's never been one to let controversy hold him back. And that's why ever since, not only has he become arguably the greatest athlete ever, his car collection's only gotten crazier. Rolls Royces, Porsches, Lambos, Ferraris. LeBron started making millions and damn near spent every cent on his whips. So we ain't finished. Maybachs, a Dodge Challenger customized to match his favorite NFL team. Dude even threw his car collection back to 1975 when he copped a Chevy Impala. But riding around in cars straight out of video games wasn't enough to satisfy LeBron's ego. Besides, all of them cars are old news. Ever since Bron made over $200 million as a Laker, he's been copping the most expensive cars of his life. See, when LeBron realized he'd never gotten a speeding ticket, dude really went out and copped one of the fastest street legal cars in the world. It came with a V10 engine, could go 0 to 60 in 2 seconds, and only cost him $1.7 million. A Porsche 918 Spider. But you wanna know what's crazy about spending over $1 million on a single car? Being caught on camera after buying it, speeding to another dealership before you spend another $1 million. Yeah, fans really caught Bron on the freeway in his Batmobile doing the dash. And immediately after, news broke that LeBron copped one of Mercedes' rarest SUVs, a $1.4 million Maybach G650. But hold up, man, LeBron's not selfish. Now that his son's also become a trending topic, Bron's letting him join in on the fun and cop Bronny his first car. Now at this point, I don't know where LeBron's better, On the court or on the road? I mean, there's a reason he's literally become the face of car brands and starring in their commercials. But at least LeBron's been choosing his cars. Cause what's in Kawhi Leonard's garage? Well, he was bullied into it. When Kawhi was in high school, dude needed his first car, but he wasn't trying to impress a hoe. He was trying to buy a hoe. So he copped the only truck that made sense. A whopping $1,900, 180 horsepower, 1997 Chevy Tahoe. But that's just where it all began. For years, Kawhi went on driving this, loving every minute of it, until he got to the NBA. Cause once he had millions of eyes on him, Kawhi started making millions of dollars. So Sports Illustrated just had to ask the burning question, why aren't you subscribed to HoopFlix? Wait, why aren't you subscribed to HoopFlix? Subscribe to HoopFlix! Anyways, of course they asked, Kawhi, what car you buying with all that bread? Well, when he let the world know he's been whipping the same SUV since high school, it got his entire existence turned into memes. Just look how they did Kawhi, man. So dirty that he had no choice. In 2021, Kawhi finally decided to treat himself, where he dropped over $300,000 on a Rolls-Royce Cullinan. That's literally worth 300 times more than his old hoe. Talk about an upgrade. And even though the Spurs did him bogus, he's rocking their color scheme. Shit looks crazy. But at least Kawhi ain't addicted to buying cars, like Dwayne Wade. Wade's car obsession came from his first job, where in high school, he worked as a porter for a small-town car company. Anytime someone came in to buy a new car, Wade's job was to wash it up, detail it, pull up, park cars in their designated spots, and ironically, he didn't even have a driver's license. But seeing people blow bags on new whips every day was inspirational. So it didn't take long for Wade to start saving up for his first big purchase.
When I was in college, I had my eyes on this blue Escalade. I seen someone driving it down the streets of Milwaukee, and I was like, I get some money, I'm gonna go get me one of those. And I had 26-inch rims on it that were blue. I put spinners on it, and that was when the song, we riding spinners, they don't stop. So I just pull up to the light, roll my window down, turn the song up. But that was the first thing I went and bought.
Now, I feel Wade, man, and everybody from Milwaukee can agree with me. Pretty much the entire city wants to look like rappers. So Wade was just trying to fit the part. But even a $70,000 Escalade ain't close to his craziest purchases. Hummers, Porsches, Mercedes, Maybachs. Once Wade fell into the trap, there was no coming back. And would he really be a celebrity if he didn't throw in the occasional Lambo or Ferrari? But to Wade, spending hundreds of thousands on cars, that's nothing. I mean, he literally let his son drive the Raris before dude even had a license. Now, one thing's for sure, ain't nobody fucking with any of Wade's most expensive cars, cause his favorite brand cost him millions. Yeah, dude really spent over $200K, doesn't even know how to open the doors, and he really spent all that money just to get clowned.
The hell is this thing, bro? What's the color? Is this strawberry lime? It's disgusting.
And when it comes to Wade's McLarens, he ain't playing around. There's a reason he's got more of those than any other cars in his garage. And when he saw the McLaren MP412C, Wade couldn't just have one. He needed two. He got one in all black, another one in all red, and each one is worth around $800,000. But see, Wade's a Miami boy. You can't blame him for wanting cars like these. You ever been to South Beach? Every street damn near looks like GTA. So that's why Wade even had to step up his game. And he copped one of the rarest McLarens in the entire world. A 600 horsepower, 200 mile an hour, over $3 million Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. And with there only being 150 of these ever made, it's crazy that two of them are owned by NBA legends, the other being Michael Jordan. And that's only one of his stupidly expensive cars. But Jordan waited till after college to fuel his car buying addiction. Ironically, right after being drafted to the NBA, Chevy car dealerships in the area wanted to welcome him with open arms, immediately signing him to a commercial deal. MJ was expected to star in ads, be spotted around their cars, and in return, they'd send him a free car. And it's safe to say, that deal was the best decision they ever made. Because Jordan not only became a global icon, he did it while being around their cars. So Jordan was rewarded with his first taste of living life in the fast lane, a fully customized Jump 23 C4 Corvette. But right when he gripped that steering wheel and flew past every car at 142 miles an hour, the adrenaline from driving that fast was permanently in Jordan's DNA. So after he felt the rush, Jordan wanted his entire family in on the action. Bro literally took everybody to the car dealership, bought 7 luxury cars, and gave 6 of them away. Everything except the all-black Mercedes, cause that was a car only the GOAT could win. But for real, ever since, Jordan's car collection only got more insane. Aston Martins, Bentleys, Cadillacs, Ferraris, and Jordan fell so in love with Porsches, he combined that with his love for basketball and created shoes matching the car's design. I'm not playing, dog. Just look at the logos. Exactly like Porsche. And these shoes were actually what Jordan wore to win his first championship. No way it was a coincidence. But listen, to Jordan, cars became more than an obsession. Just look at this. Dude really bet his Ferrari just to snatch his friend's Mercedes. Only thing more disrespectful than that is Jordan pulling up in a car so expensive, the only other notable person who has one is Drake. A $2 million 2010 Bugatti Veyron. And trust me, dude ain't copping these fast-ass cars just for their looks. Anytime cameras spot Jordan, he's got a cigar in his mouth, flooring it down the freeway. But hey, he's worth almost $2 billion, so he can buy whatever the hell he wants. But no NBA legend's cars are crazier than what's in Devin Booker's garage. And how his car collection started caused one of the most disgusting viral trends in Twitter history. It all began in 2015 at the University of Kentucky. Devin Booker was on the rise, getting buckets, and decided, hey, this year I'm gonna go pro and make millions. Might as well just cop my first car. But when he hit the Dodge dealership, I don't even think he was ready for what was coming. Book settled on a black and red Dodge Challenger, so he had the loudest car at his entire university, and because of that, it attracted a lot of attention from girls. Now, in any other situation, this would be a good thing, but these girls weren't trying to let Booker lay pipe, they were trying to give him tongue. It actually became a trend to find Booker's car and post a pic of you licking it. Disgusting. Just think about how dirty the outside of a car is, man. These thoughts will do anything for clout. And things really got so out of control, girls started showing up in his front yard doing it. So Booker had to address it. But listen, eventually he painted his Challenger all black and kept it on the low until the trend died down. But a few months later, when Book got drafted to the NBA, he thought he was safe. But once his teammates found out about his new car, they didn't want to show him their tongues. They wanted to show him their nuts. Yeah. Book's face, it says it all. Now, he could've let this bring him down, but just like his cars, it was the fuel he needed. Cause as soon as Book turned himself into an NBA superstar, he took his car collection to a whole new level. Book really started flexing his collection like this. And these supercars are cool, but none of them compared to Booker's rarest cars of any pro athlete ever. See, one thing Book loves more than his foreigns are his old schools. And ever since he blossomed into an all-star, the camera's been on him. So Book started using every opportunity to prove that Kendall Jenner ain't the only one throwing it back. I mean, just look how he came to his first ever playoffs. And it turns out, Book's been inspired to buy cars like this ever since he was a kid. His dad, uncle, and grandpa were all car collectors. And growing up around the classics, of course Book fell in love. That's exactly why he's been spotted in one of the NBA's weirdest trucks, and also threw things all the way back to 1959 with his other Impala. But pulling up to games in these could never be enough. Book needed something straight out of Fast and Furious. So when Book and the Suns had an opportunity to kick LeBron out the first round of the playoffs, Book really pulled up to the Staples Center looking like someone owed him money. Now, cars like these, they're definitely crazy, but as crazy as players trick-shotting during NBA games? Definitely not. And I know you want to hear more about that, so just click this video right here.